Okay, this question requires you to split the contents of cell of column C into column D, E, F, and G. So the first thing that we're going to do is to look for the space, the first space in column C2, in cell C2. So we say equals find what? We want to look for the space where in cell C2, right? The space is in cell is at position 7. After knowing that it's on position 7, so we're going to use the left command, subtract 1. So edit our formula here and say left of what? Left of this cell, right? How many characters do we want? We want position 7 minus 1. Sorry, minus 1, close bracket. So this is going to give us French. We autofill the rest of the cells. We go on to option 2 now. We want to select Urdu. The first thing we will need to do is to find out the position of the second space. So we'll say equals again, find what? Find space. Find space. Where are we finding this space? In this cell C2, right? Now we need to define the start position. If we do not enter the start position, by default it will start at position number 1, searching from the first character. Now we want you to start from after the position of the first space plus 1. So say find again, find the first space in C2 again. The answer we get, we add 1 so that it moves 1 space. So the second space is on position 12. Now you want to subtract the first space from the position of the second space. So then say we edit this and say whatever answer we got, we want to subtract it from the first space. Plus 1. Let me just put this in bracket so that it doesn't start by adding before. It doesn't make that mistake. Okay, so there are 4 characters. The second option has 4 characters. Now we're going to use the mid function. So say mid of what? Mid of this cell. The start position is the first space plus 1. So find the first space in C2 and we're going to plus 1 plus 1. That's where we're starting from, right? And how many characters? We've already set it to 4. So we close. Udo, there it is. We autofill the rest. Perfect. Let me just create space for this one. Create space for this as well. Now we are on option 3. We want to check IT. We're going to do the same again. We're going to look for this first. We're going to look for the third space. But how are we going to do this? The length of this one, of option 1, and the length of option 2, plus the 2 spaces, will give us the starting point, right? So we want to find out at what position is this space. We found that this is at 12, 13, 14, so this should be at 15. So let's look for that one. Equals find a space in C2, start position, sorry. Start position. I'm going to open my bracket so I'll say length of this one plus length of this one plus 3. Let's see. Yes, 15. That's correct. So the third space is at position 13. Now we want to subtract the second space from the third space so that we get 2. So we're going to edit this one. I'm going to put all this into one bracket. And I say minus what? Minus the length. I'm going to also put it in one bracket. Length of this one plus length of option 2 plus 3. I close my bracket. 2. That's correct. Now I'm going to use the mid function to so the length of my mid is going to be that 2. So I'll put this into one bracket so that I know that this is actually searching for something. And now I'll start my mid. I open my bracket. Mid text. Mid of this text. Now I need to specify the start position. My start position is length of option 1 plus length of option 2 plus 3. That's my start position. And now the number of characters, we've already said that. So I close. IT, perfect. I autofill the rest. Now we go to option 4. I'm going to break this a bit so that we get to see option 4 like that. Now with option 4, I need to find out the position of the third space. Once I've got that position, I'll subtract it from the length of the whole text. That'll give me the number of characters they are in the last option. So I'll say equals find what? Find space in what? In C2. Start position. That's where I'm saying length of French plus length of option plus length of option 3 plus 3. That's my start position. So I close my bracket. So that's 15, right? Now, like I said, I need to subtract the length of the whole text, the length from French to physics, subtract from this position. So I'll edit this. I'll say, I'll open bracket, length of C2 minus this it gives me 7 characters. Correct. Now the easiest thing is to use the write function, where we're saying write of C3. So I'll just come here and edit the formula and say write of what? Write of C3, right? The number of characters, I've already calculated that. I close. Perfect. So I autofill. We're done. So already now we have option 1, option 2, option 3, and option 4 well set. Enjoy. You can try it yourself.